Morning everybody. Today we're going to have a look at the world's weather, see exactly what is going on around us. Of course, here straight in front of us we've got Africa, and there's a couple of interesting things to have a look at here. Number one, that little tropical cyclone that we believed was going to create one or two problems going down to Pumula, Hebridean Way, down Mr. Kolokot's way. He was a little bit concerned about whether he could go fishing this weekend. As a matter of fact, the good news is he will be able to go fishing, and the reason for that, of course, is the tropical cyclone that started in the Madagascar Channel. It's gone and ended up actually going onshore here in Mozambique. It's bad news, of course, for Mozambique, but for the rest of us further south, we're a little bit relieved that it hasn't quite got that far. Of course, up here, there's a lot of rain at the moment, but that's not the only one that's causing one or two problems with us, with the South African coastline at the moment. If you have a look all the way down over here, you'll actually see quite clearly that the air is rotating in an anti-clockwise direction. This is the old Indian high-pressure system, sometimes called an anticyclone. Here on the west of South Africa, we've got the good old westerlies that are blowing. And the reason for that, of course, is right here, that dividing line in between. That is the old cold front that's got one or two people excited. All right, here you've got the southeasterly trade winds that we spoke about earlier. Here you've got the northeasterly trade winds. And as a matter of interest, let's just have a quick look at the rest of the world and see what's happening over there. Go down to South America, that's a little bit clearer. We can see now, of course, those are the southeasterlies. Over here is the northeasterlies. And whoa, now hang on a second, we've got one or two problems up over here. Where this orange area is, that means that the air is blowing very, very quickly indeed. And let's just have a quick look. Let's see what the temperature, beg your pardon, what the wind speed is going to be. There we go, it's 85. Have a look at the bottom of the screen. Let's see if we can get something higher than that. A little bit higher than that. Nope, still 85. A little bit lower than that. 80. All right, so certainly in the northern hemisphere, they've got one or two problems of their own that they're battling out with there. Let's go and have a look over here. Over the oceans, once again, there's the old southeasterlies, those old northeasterlies we know so much about. Remember when those two planetary wind systems come together? We call this, of course, the doldrums. You get a very small amount of wind here. Let's just see. Let's click on there and have a look. Only 9 kilometers per hour. Compare that to our good friend over here. Ooh, 61. So something's happening over there as well. Let's just look a little bit further north, see what's happening along the western seaboard here. And there's 61 kilometers over there. 55. Let's give it another spin. And let's see what's happening over here. Okay, those little islands down there, that's New Zealand. Let's not worry too much about that for the time being. It's not rugby season. But if you have a look over here, there's one or two problems. Here's Tasmania, of course, there you got Australia. And when the wind blows in between these two, watch out. There's a huge storm that actually blows through there. The wind blows like mad. And as a matter of fact, this is an absolutely wonderful program. If you look around, you'll find that you can see different wind speeds, different places of the earth. Look over the land, the wind's hardly blowing. Over the sea, it's screaming over there. And there's so much more to talk about.